Welcome back to OmEn Online. I'm Adam. Of course, we got
Johnny.
my man Johnny, and of course, our friends for this week, our guests. We got Luke and Maddie. We're still in the season, end of the season, but we're still in the season. We got a couple of haunt actors, some really, really great actors I've seen in a few different haunts. I've seen them at Haunted Hotel, I believe, at Waverly, at Black Orchard. Yeah, they get around.
Faux if you went through the first season.
I actually haven't been through Faux surprisingly, I haven't been through Faux I want to have to check that one
was
out.
pretty good this year.
Oh.
If they weren't rained out.
Anyway, at this point, it's going to be a really great show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that like. Hit that notification bell.
Check out our Facebook page under the same name, OmEn Online. Be able to comment with us. Let us know if you have any ideas. And here we go.
Jewish?
Oh man, here we are back at OmEn Online.
Jewish.
Johnny, my man here. Great to have you with us again. Luke and Maddie.
I'm always here. Co-host, man.
Man, I admit to nothing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Luke and Maddie, great having y'all here. Some new faces still in the haunted attraction industry. What actually got y'all started off in the haunted attraction industry?
Do you want to go first? Well, actually, my friend had been working at Public, and we hadn't seen each other in a really long time, and she was like, come over, work at Haunted House. I'm like, let's do it, fuck it. And so we did, and that was Public's first season, actually. And they put me as a Goatman victim, and within a couple hours, I'd lost my voice.
Oh, wow.
I screamed, and like in the middle of the group was like, ah! And they were like, huh, she lost her voice.
See, now some people might hear that and think she lost her voice, she couldn't do it the first season. What I'm hearing is you put in that effort. You put in that extra effort, because anybody that does the screams, the growls, loud noises with their voice knows it is a strain on your vocal cords.
Oh, yeah. So many cough drops.
That's, oh my gosh, that is a trade secret right there. Cough drops are awesome.
I hate when you get to the point where cough drops don't even help. And
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
and like, it's like, well, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't bother me. Like the growl, it only bothers me the first couple times that I do it of the night, or the first couple times that I do it in the season. Because I've gotten to the point where it just doesn't bother me, unless I've got like a bad headache.
Like anything else, you exercise that muscle being your vocal cords, and of course it gets to be a better muscle. What about you, Luke?
Well, I started doing it when I was 6.
When you were 6?
Because me and my family, we always do a home haunt. I did school haunts, commercial haunts.
That's awesome.
So
your family's always been in the haunted attraction
my
industry.
mom used to work at Haunted Hotel when it first opened.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
she got me
wicked.
into it, so.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you a life haunt actor?
Oh yeah, I just love doing it.
That's great. That's great. And Haunted Hotel has always been an impressive haunt around here. They've always went to the most extreme levels. You know what I'm saying? That the elevator scene at the beginning, and I ain't gonna go give it to y'all. Any of you who haven't seen it. We're past the haunt season, but we still got the Christmas haunts, Krampus. Check it out. Haunted Hotel is A+. They have been an award-winning haunt for years. And, of course, the owner of Haunted Hotel actually partnered with the guy we interviewed 2 episodes ago, Joker, to create Malice Manor in southern Indiana. Again, another A+ haunt, especially for a first-year haunt. A lot of first-year actors, very impressed. Oh, man.
I believe their Christmas thing is December 6th and 7th.
Right?
8 till 11.
Awesome.
Is also doing a Christmas event. It's December 6th and 7th, too.
Black Orchard?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That I haven't been to that, or I have been to that. I've been to Black Orchard twice, and both times during their summer camp event. So, what I really like is how haunts are going outside of the Halloween season now. There's a
Yes.
lot of people into this scene, whether it be actors or people who just love going to the haunts. Similar to someone who just likes horror movies. You're walking through a live action horror movie is pretty much what it is.
And
It's
as
telling
an
a story.
actor, it allows you to broaden your range on your acting too, because you have
Right.
to kind of think outside of the box of Halloween type scary all the time. Because sometimes you actually have to come up with something different, completely different, that goes with the season that you're doing it in.
And that brings another thing. There's a lot of when you go to off-season haunts, all right? You go in season, you have certain set actors, they stay with their haunt. You go off season, you have the actors that are really into it, jumping from haunt to haunt to haunt. Which one is doing an event? And I'm going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a lot of people at a lot of different places. At the same time, from an actor's perspective, you get to be in a lot of different places and get that experience being able to adapt.
And some spots they give you, it might take you a little bit to adapt to.
Right.
And some spots that they give you, it can just click right away. I've had spots like that where it just clicks right away what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's been spots where I'm sitting there half the night. I'm like, I'm going to try this, see how it works, because I just don't feel like this is working.
Right.
You know, and I've had to change the routines and things up so many times throughout the night until I finally figure out what works the best.
I feel that.
I love the improv acting of it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's always fun. I've never been a line actor, but I've always wanted to try that just because they're always there. It's not group comes through, you get a break, reset, group comes through, there's people.
Yeah. The only time, like, our line actors up at the one I worked at, they'll sometimes come through the haunt because they're allowed to. And they'll be walking up and down the hills and the roads and things. They'll even be entertaining people down the road in the cars and shit.
Right.
But, yeah, that's what Richie does. He usually does outside line acting. So does Twisty.
Yeah, but I didn't know they did all that.
Yeah, well, they don't have to. They could just stay up by the lines, but they get bored, with the same fucking people. They're not getting any scares out of most of them. You know what I'm saying? They're just taking pictures with a lot of them. Why not walk down and give the people waiting a show too?
Yeah, definitely, because waiting in a line can get boring. I've seen. The summer camp has the movie screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Gives you a lot of entertainment.
Their Christmas laser light show. You're waiting to get up there, but they got all these lights and things set up along the way and stuff going on to entertain you while you're sitting there waiting. So, I mean, that's one thing I like about that, because I'm definitely going to take my son there for that again, because we've gone the last couple of years and he really enjoys it, and I kind of do too. Yeah.
That'd be something I want to see more Christmas.
Well, see, here's the thing. If you do go, it's $20 a carload. So if you do go, try to pair up with people. That way you're not spending, say you got 4 adults, you're each throwing in $5. There you go. Y'all had a good time for $5 each.
The laser light show is
I mean,
great.
It's nothing super amazing, but it's still cool to go to, you know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
Especially if you got a kid. Kids love it.
Oh, we could take your niece.
Mm-hmm.
My phone's dinging. I wonder if I should turn the volume
Who knows?
Especially since it's leaning against the microphone, because that probably went ba-ding really loud.
Oh, really loud. Maybe that was a ding. Somebody was subscribing. Maybe it could be you.
It could have been a subscriber. It could be you.
Is he dreaming?
Yeah.
Oh, for anybody that watched the original promo, my dog is in the studio today, and he's sleeping and dreaming. So if you hear a little whoop, 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 yeah, that's just him.
Yeah. Shoot, I was trying to think. What next? So how do you feel about UFOs and shit?
Shit, I was going to ask what was his favorite haunt he's ever worked at.
Oh, well, then do that. Go ahead.
I've ever worked at. one I've had fun most at was probably Nightmare Force when I helped volunteer over there because I like the atmosphere. Like I like you can look up at the sky and you see the stars at night.
That's awesome.
And it's just like out in the country.
That's awesome.
See, I like that, but I just hate how far away it is. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's like I went to Hill of Terror with someone, and it was out in the woods, and it was like an hour-long haunt, which already is awesome. The scenery is freaking awesome, being out in the woods and walking through cornfields, and they had this spotlight shining on trying to find you in the cornfield, and it was really awesome. Hill of Terror, they had the zombie paintball, but the actors gave too much credit to the scenery and didn't put the effort in themselves.
See, what gets me, though, is like, he said, where did you say Field of Screams? You know how you said when you all went to USS Nightmare? Mm-hmm. How you said, yeah, you enjoyed the haunt, but getting there and back wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about going to Nightmare Forest and Field of Screams, because they're pretty far enough out there that I don't feel like it's worth going out there, but I will someday.
Hey, we've actually got 4 people watching us live right now. At least 4 people.
Put on a hell of a
just so y'all know, live, we are recording our show. Feel free to check us out, OmEn Online. If you got anything to say about what we're talking about, just type in and we'll answer you. But back to the show. I went to Nightmare Forest. That was at the Otter Creek, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend whose birthday was right around Halloween, and we went there one year for that. This is back in grade school. I don't even know if it was Nightmare Forest back then.
Nightmare Forest has been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's the oldest.
This would have been. It probably was a haunt. I'm wanting to say we walked through and seen people in costume and chainsaws and different things like that.
Because I remember when I was in middle school, almost high school, going to Nightmare Forest.
Yeah.
They still had the bus, Freddy Krueger bus.
But we actually got the log cabin. We actually got the log cabin there and had all of us staying in the log cabin at night. And it was great because we were trying to creep each other out.
It was real nice when one year when I was doing a LARP. We used to rent Camp Tecumseh, which is just down a little bit down the road before you get to know where Nightmare Forest is.
I'll show you everybody. It's all good.
Okay.
Honey got pissed. He kept waiting.
But no, when I went there,
Nightmare Dog. Nightmare Dog.
I was at a LARP.
The Nightmare Dog.
Right around Halloween.
Hey, this
time.
is my baby dog right here.
Was going on, so we just used that as war cries and shit from all the people screaming and stuff that we were hearing. We used that as war cries from what was going on out at the LARP. It was really cool. Like it made a great time. And then you had people going down the wrong road, so you'd see headlights fucking just out of nowhere, and it'd make the fucking tree line light up and shit, like, fights were going on.
People joining on Be Live, left and right.
So, like, we're hearing screams and all that shit going on, and we're sitting here LARPing and stuff, fighting off weird shit.
See, that's great. That's another thing you do. The Dystopia Rising LARP.
Yes. Unfortunately, though, the Kentucky chapter is going to be closing down after Christmas, but there are still other chapters in other states that you can go to.
Right.
The owner of the Kentucky chapter,
Vladimir, wasn't it?
Well, one of his wives owns it.
Oh, one of his wives owns it. Okay,
yeah. Now, she's the main owner, but they've got health things going on, so they're going to stop running the Kentucky one after December.
Right.
Unfortunately. But, yeah. Also, I'm looking into this other one called Realms of Athara. My buddy Chip that passed away a few months ago apparently was helping play that and run it. And I went to a memorial game that they did for him. It was a one-day thing. And kids are allowed too. So Damien went with me. And we both had a really good time. He wants to try to do it again.
That's awesome. That's awesome. When you can find something good to do with your kid, man, that's an amazing thing.
The cool part is too, only the adult pays. Kids you don't have to pay for kids. They get to go for free.
That's great, and that's great.
$50 for the whole weekend.
And that's a good way to pass it on to the next generation. At the same time, you're giving them something to do and not making it hard on the parent to get them there. The parent's going to do it anyway. They're going to pay. Cool. I want to bring my kid. Get your kid involved. Get them to understand
That's the hard part is
what we're doing.
Too, because normally it's not easy to have a kid out there, but they make it easy for you.
Right.
See, here's my issue is, the good part is I know plenty of people out there, so I could leave my kid with certain peoples because I'm a nighttime person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my kid, he can be a nighttime person too. He's good at it. He stayed up till 5 o'clock this morning.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? He got up around 12. And he'll end up going to bed tonight for school tomorrow at around 11.
Oh, come on, baby. Here's my new baby, 12-week-old puppy. Oh, her name's Honey.
I told you she was 3
Love
months.
her. She's 12 weeks today. Today's her birthday.
I don't trust people
not
that
her.
know their
It's her
kid's
monthly
actual
birthday. Huh?
I don't trust people that know their kid's birthday to the date.
Aw.
I'm just joking.
Oh man, this is great. This is great having y'all with us. It will be great. It will be great adding y'all to the team, adding you for the Seconds Left team. We look forward to a lot of projects, on Strange
We got a lot of
Machine.
stuff coming up in the future here, and
Oh my
we really
goodness.
need people's help that want to help and are willing to do it, knowing that we don't have really a budget.
Right.
You know, our budget is what we make it.
Right. We will make it. Oh man, this is fun. I love this. I love this show. I love having a good time with meeting new people all the time. That's the best part about this show. Meeting new people.
One time we filmed a show down at Burger Boy, one of our earlier episodes. We didn't really know where to film at, so we were like, well, we're hungry. Let's go down there. Well, we set up and we're filming and eating and stuff, and some guy just showed up because our original guest that night kind of kind of ghosted out that night for some reason. We couldn't get a hold of him.
Yeah, our original guest ghosted out, and we just had some random guy come up while we were filming and talking. It was my birthday episode, and guy comes up, oh, what y'all doing, man? Y'all filming some sort of show or something? Man, come on in. You're a guest now.
Yeah, I mean, good time. I mean, we know who he is on the camera.
Right.
Go back to our past episodes, check them out.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying, and you'll see.
And another thing is, for any of y'all who haven't followed us from the beginning, you can see where we're going with this, where we're improving. We started out with me and Johnny in a garage trying to figure out topics to sit here and talk about. You know, and it's really went somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and all right, going on from there, me and Johnny are interested in a lot of different things. What's some different things outside of the haunted attraction industry that you guys are interested in? Tell us a little bit more about yourself, other than where we've seen you.
I have a small obsession with urban legends.
Urban legends, that's awesome.
And sunflowers.
Yeah, and sunflowers. My favorite color is yellow.
I could tell by your coat. Urban legend. Excuse me.
It's yellow. It's a yellow rose.
What's your favorite urban legend?
Mothman. 100% Mothman.
100% Mothman. That's actually not far from here, right up the Ohio.
Oh, 100%. I think it's real. I want to go to Point Pleasant so bad.
Right?
Matter of fact, I was talking about that today. We were over at our friend Curtis's house. His mom just went. There was a little Mothman toy in his room, and damn, I want to go. I've been obsessed with the Mothman for a really long time. I really want to go to the bunkers and do EVPs.
That'd be great. I'd love to be able to film you. You doing the EVPs, do a ghost investigation or something like that.
I would love to do that.
That'd be great.
I know a ghost hunting group, but I really don't know if I want to mess with them or not.
Are you talking about 502 Paranormal?
No. DCGH.
Oh, okay. I don't know that one.
I mean, I don't know if I want to get involved with other people on their projects like that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Because that might be something they want to do on their own. Which I totally understand.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, you know. And I don't want to intrude on that, so I haven't even asked. I really don't know where I would put that at right away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, maybe I could always talk to them, see if they want to throw it up on our platform or not.
We'll discuss that at a future date, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of things going on, a whole lot of things.
So let's go back to
what. But Mothman, What he said. What interested you in Mothman? What actually grabbed your attention?
Well, I used to watch a lot of shows with my dad, and we would always watch, Travel Channel and Sci-Fi and whatnot. And we would always see stuff about the Mothman. Like, I don't remember what it was, but there was a show on Travel Channel, like Monster Hunting or something. Whatever.
Right.
And they were just talking about all this stuff, like how they had went and like they caught like EVPs in the bunkers and whatnot. And like the Mothman, like sort of like the angel of death effect that the Mothman like kind of took over.
Right. Because for any of you who don't know the story, any of you who don't know the story of the Mothman,
all right, don't remember the story.
In Indiana, Point Pleasant, in
it was like the 50s.
From November 12th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. This is reportedly seen in Point Pleasant. Now I've got to read it, so I've actually, if I go a little monotone, don't mind me. The first newspaper report was published in Point Pleasant Register, dated November 16th, 1966. Couple sees man-sized bird creature something.
I like it.
I like that. I like that because that sounds more like the title of a show than a newspaper article. I ain't even gonna lie. The national press soon picked up the reports and helped spread the story across the United States. The Mothman, introduced to a wider audience by Gray Baker in 1970 and later popularized by John Keel in 1975 book, The Mothman Prophecies, claiming that there were supernatural events related to these sightings and connection to the collapse of the Silver Bridge. The Silver Bridge is what I was talking about in Indiana on the Ohio River. It collapsed, and apparently, perhaps you can better detail this.
Saw the Mothman, and then the bridge collapsed, or the bridge collapsed, and right after they saw the Mothman, one of the two. And people kind of looked at him as a like angel of death.
Right.
And
kind of like a prophetic vision, almost.
Like a prophet, or like. Yeah, so when he came around, bad stuff happened.
Right. It's an
OmEn.
An OmEn. Welcome to OmEn Online.
We're not a bad omen.
No, we're
pretty good OmEn.
I'd like to think so. I'd like to hope so.
Another thing that really interests me, urban legend-wise, is skinwalkers.
I like that one.
A real obsession with Wendigo skinwalkers.
They're similar to a lycanthrope, but a little bit lycanthrope, however you pronounce it. I don't care. But they're a little bit different. They're more Native American, if I remember right.
I'm actually almost full-blooded. I'm named after my grandma Maddie, who was full-blooded.
That's awesome.
So you can call bullshit, whatever. I think I have a stronger connection to paranormal shit than most people.
I am the last generation of my family that has enough Indian in them to actually get a scholarship. And I'm wanting to say it's 1/16. My great-grandmother was 100% Indian, if I have that right. I only found out, honestly, I don't act it. I only found out because my cousin did a college report and we found out. But I understand where you're coming from. They got a lot of beliefs with simple things like your long hair. Your long hair makes you more in tune to the frequencies, the spiritual energies.
My hair used to be that way.
I know. I've seen pictures.
But no, I've just had a lot of really unexplainable things happen.
Yes, I was corrected. I apologize to anybody out there. I was raised calling it Indian, and
look, don't call me
is more respectful nowadays, as we know Indian was a misnomer, to title it Native American. So anybody who felt slighted by that, I completely apologize. It's the words I was raised using, as most of us are, so we're
still unlearning certain things.
I will do what I can to correct that. I apologize.
If you haven't noticed, when Eric's not on the show, he's our technical help. He looks things up for us. And
yeah, anybody who's watched what were you on about 4
I think it was
episodes
10
ago?
episodes. Episode 10.
Episode 10, something
Or
like that.
9,
We had
something like that.
Eric Carter. He's actually about to be in a couple movies, been in short films. He's going into a movie. Okay. I didn't remember the details because it's been a little while ago. But when he's not on the show, he is our technical advisor. He looks up things for us. But getting back to it, in Navajo culture, a skinwalker. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Yinaldlushi. Way off.
Why are you bougie?
I butchered that. I know I butchered that. Is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers. So
are
it's
skinwalkers bad?
Skinwalkers, by this definition, says they're all negative,
I've heard of them, and
but you can be a
stuff
positive
I don't
one.
really know.
Well, I mean, they are spirit protectors, depending on the legend that you.
So is it kind of like how in Hansel and Gretel, the newer age one, how they ended up being the daughter of a white witch versus the bad witches?
You know my favorite on the Hansel and Gretel?
It was actually pretty good.
That was pretty good, but my favorite Hansel and Gretel from, oh God, what The Simpsons? The Simpsons new show. The Simpsons creators new
Disenchantment?
show. Disenchantment.
Oh yeah, Disenchantment.
They had Hansel and Gretel on there, but Hansel and Gretel were living in the candy house. They done ate the witch, and
yeah, they were the evil ones. The witch was the good one.
Right. That's a heck of a twist.
Had put a spell on her or something.
Yeah.
I think that's great because I like showing different perspectives to every story. You know, it in somebody's eyes, you're not the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it always works. There's always somebody that sees you as the bad guy. And that's a shame because we're all beautiful people, you know what I'm saying? There's no need for all that negativity. No matter what we're into, no matter the things we do, no matter where we take this ride called life, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing, and we can go far. Especially working together, man. And that's something I try to show with this show. You know, we can all be different. We can all have different opinions, and we don't have to degrade each other or call names.
We do anyway.
I could have a different opinion than you and still have respect for you. I'm sure my man Johnny here, I've known him probably pushing 18 years now.
Probably.
Give or take, you know, and I know I don't agree with him on everything, but this man's as good as family to me.
We get along.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, we've had each other on some weird shit in life.
Yeah, we've had good times, we've had weird times, had adventures.
Yeah, we've had some fucking awesome adventures and some crazy
Back to talking about adventures. Have you ever went on any adventures with your little monster hunter? What am I looking? Interests.
Kinda, sorta. I mean, we went goatman hunting.
Goatman. The trestles down.
Yes, Public, where the haunted house that I used to work at. Yes.
Public's down there at the trestles?
Yeah, right across the street from the trestles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's tell the Goatman story right across the street from the real Goatman. Let's all get killed.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Oh, no, it's really cool. It's
I thought it was further out.
Oh, no, it's right across the street. It's in Public Park.
I used to go to a LARP out there years ago.
Fort Knox.
That was just down the road from the trestles, some church campgrounds. That was great for LARPing.
Now it's not Fort Knox. It's out that way though, right?
It's Taylorsville Road area.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the one I was talking about is out.
Public is J-Town.
That's probably what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's Taylorsville Road area.
Okay. When you were saying Taylorsville Road, I was thinking Taylor Boulevard because I just drove down it.
Me too.
But as far as like monsters and such, like I guess you could say that the Goatman is kind of a skinwalker in sorts because he's half man and half goat. There are a lot of different legends.
Now, from what I've read though,
the goat man, there are several different legends for the goat man.
Right. Okay, well, here's one of them, and I know this isn't the one we're talking about, but according to urban legend, the Goat Man is an axe-wielding, half-animal, half-man creature that was once a scientist who worked in the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center. Now, this Goat Man is a different one.
It's Maryland.
Right, in Maryland, you got it. The tale holds that he was experimenting on goats until one experiment backfired, and he was mutated, becoming a goat-like himself. He then began attacking cars with an axe, roaming the back roads of Batesville, Maryland. A variation of the legend tells of the Goat Man as an old hermit who lives in the woods, seen walking alone at night along Fletchertown Road.
You know, they did a supernatural episode on the Maryland Goat Man.
Really?
He was like, I think a pagan god or something.
I could see it. I could see something along Pan or his family. I could completely see
I think
that.
it was Pan that they made him in that.
Right. See.
But as far as the Goat Man goes, like, it's a whole different thing with depending on where you are. Like here it's like he's a circus freak that escaped, or he's a farmer that got experimental and started getting busy with the goats, or
could be all kinds of
satanic cult, and they do all of that in the haunted house. By the way, they have all the legend incorporated. You go through different train cars. There's circus freaks. It's really cool. They have their own trestle. They have their own train.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they do that at the Poplick Haunted House. And Valley Station? J-Town? J-Town. All right. You heard that. Legend of Poplick.
Legend at Poplick.
Legend at Poplick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The Legend of the Goat Man, Legend at Poplick in J-Town. Oh, okay. See, he's listed as the Poplick Monster.
About her interests, let's move over to Luke and check on his interest because he's been awfully quiet over here.
On the spot, Luke. You are live. Come on, man. No pressure. No pressure.
I love wrestling.
Wrestling. Yeah. Cool. Also, who's your favorite wrestler?
There's three.
Three?
Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, and Kane.
Kane. I love Kane.
Yeah.
Love Kane. Chris Jericho's definitely got a flair to him, and it depends on the generation of Chris Jericho, whether I like him or not, because you know how the story alters itself. You fill in.
I've liked Chris Jericho since he was still doing the Lion Tamer.
Right.
So that tells you WCW, bitch.
Yeah. Wow.
But my favorite wrestler of all time is The Undertaker.
Undertaker, all the way.
Yeah,
all
I've
the
watched
way.
that motherfucker my whole life.
Old school when he had Paul Bearer bringing him out, when they used to have the casket matches all the time.
Not the greatest wrestler, but he has a big stage persona and shit. Sting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Now, I've always loved it, even though I know it's just the sharpshooter, but I love the fact that it's called the Scorpion Deathlock, just because it fits with the character and everything. But like I said, I know just from people that I know that have been in the wrestling business and stuff, he's not the best wrestler because like they tell me that one of the best wrestlers ever is Bret Hart. And that's because Bret Hart never hurt anybody like intentionally bad or anything. You know what I'm saying? And not that Sting hurt anybody intentionally bad, but like he didn't always do his moves correctly and people would get hurt worse.
Got you. Now, wasn't Bret Hart, one of the Harts was the one that fell out of the rafters? Owen Hart. Owen Hart, his harness broke or malfunctioned or something.
Nobody really knows. We're not going to speculate. I watched that shit on pay-per-view when I was a kid, okay? My dad was still alive.
I'm not about to speculate, but the man lost his life doing a stage stunt because something malfunctioned or was improper. I don't know, but it's a shame that we lost a great performer over.
He was a hell of a performer.
Yeah. Over equipment, but that is a fact of life.
He ever hurt wrestling was Stone Cold.
Broke his neck,
and that was a complete accident.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't realize that he had dropped him that much when he went to do his pile driver and fucking
Was too low.
was way too low.
See, that's something a lot of people need to understand. While wrestling is a story, it is a show,
And can be fake.
it is a
scripted.
physical performance. It's not fake. Fake is definitely the wrong word. Scripted, that works. It is a physical performance. You are slamming down.
They are
You are
stuntmen.
stuntmen.
Entertaining stuntmen.
That's really good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
chops that Luke had to take just training.
Oh, so we didn't even get to that part. You actually do wrestling.
I do.
That's awesome. What organization, federation, whatever you call it?
I used to do 5-star championship wrestling. They're no more around. And Lifeline, I go out there whenever I can. Because I know the owner of it, Jake.
That's awesome.
Overdrive. That's his wrestling name.
Right.
And
now, do you ever do the one in Indiana? I don't think it's OVH anymore. I could be wrong. No, OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Yeah, I don't think it's OVW, or there is OVW, but there's another one too that does it in Jeffersonville.
At the arena?
I believe so.
No, I don't do that one.
Okay.
Lifeline used to be at the arena, though.
Right.
Used to have it at the arena.
You know what I used to go watch on Tuesday nights when I was a kid? My mom would take us to Louisville Gardens for USWA wrestling. I got to meet Jerry Lawler, and Jeff Jarrett, and a whole bunch of other famous people back. Well, Jerry Lawler was already famous at the time, but other people weren't yet. I remember the last one I got to go to was right before Thanksgiving on a Tuesday night, and there was a 6-man tag team match. Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and Super America versus Eric Embry, his driver Tony, and some dude called Grave Digger that looked like the Undertaker ripoff.
Right. He did the trench coat and the hat and things like that.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
It was a turkey match. So whoever lost got turkeyed. Well, they got covered in syrup and colored feathers and shit.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty cool. I remember who won and everything.
Got turkey.
It was
That's
funny
great.
as fuck.
That's
you
great.
could go to those, and then on Sundays they had wrestling on that federation. They'd have them on TV and shit.
So how long have you been wrestling?
I started in April of 2017 when I started training professionally.
So you're working on 3 years. Working on almost
What's
3
your
years.
character?
That's awesome.
What's your name? Mean Boy Dean.
Mean Boy Dean?
Yeah.
Mean Boy Dean. Well, let's go ahead. Give you a promo, man. Mean Boy Dean. We got Mean Boy Dean here from giving you the promo for his wrestling.
Yeah.
This is MBD here. Mean Boy Dean.
That was very anticlimactic. Because Mean Boy Dean, I was expecting some Macho Man style.
Got such a big foot.
So Mean Boy Dean. Mean Boy Dean.
God damn.
How about you snap into a Slim Jim?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever hurt yourself doing that? No?
We know a lot of people that have done some dumb stuff.
Yeah, there's some people that get into that don't do it right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We know
They try to do what they don't even know they can do yet.
Right.
That's what gets them hurt. Me, I'm just like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it because I'm not.
At the same time, there always has to be a first time, but you want to learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
Because this, like we was talking about with Stone Cold, he got his neck broke by accident. You know, this is something that could change somebody's life, could really hurt them. Right. Favorite match?
He could have never walked again.
What's your favorite match?
Favorite match?
Was it the one where you pinned Maddie down?
Well, we weren't going to go there.
it's not 30 seconds long.
Oh!
I don't know who Mikey is,
It's
but
one of those things.
Oh! Wow, that hurt. That hurt. I felt that
Calling
for
out
him.
Mikey. We don't even know who Mikey is.
We don't know Mikey.
And Mikey don't need to know us.
But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mikey.
I'm sorry,
But hey,
Mikey's
Mikey-
girlfriend.
Mikey, I don't know you, dog, but all I can say is, man, it happens now and then, dude. Just, prepare for it first, if you know it's coming. I made another one snort, y'all.
We got a snorter.
I do that a lot.
Man.
No, I love it when I make somebody
I gotta
snort.
deviate something. I do it.
I think it's hilarious.
Well, Luke has called me oinkers since we met because of me snorting.
That's awesome. That's like a cute little pet name, I guess.
So, any other moves that are like your major moves? Any top flying
besides
moves?
the
flyer.
So what do you like, a heavyweight or cruiserweight? No, cruiserweight would be a high flyer.
He's a brawler.
Brawler.
Oh, you're more of a brawler style?
Yeah.
So you're like in your face, get the chops, get the
So
hold,
you're Ric Flair.
slam them down.
Or Hulk Hogan it, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome. It's definitely something I don't think I could do it. Not because of the physical ability. I don't think I could keep the entertainment aspect of it. Because I'd be worried too much about putting in the effort and making sure the other person was safe.
That, and it's because being an independent wrestler, it's the hardest thing. I think because like you go to different shows, you drive 1,000 miles, for a show. Yeah. You don't even get paid sometimes. Sometimes you just get a handshake.
You don't get much.
Right.
You don't get probably like $20 a match.
You probably didn't even make enough to fucking pay for what you paid to get there.
No, not even.
Well, that's just saying you're doing it because you enjoy doing it. That
reminds me of that movie, The Wrestler.
The Wrestler, yeah, that's a good one.
That was a great movie. I'm sorry, Marissa Tomei was so hot in that. Just my opinion.
But yeah, The Wrestler was.
You look like Mickey Rourke if you had hair.
I do have hair.
Like long, luscious hair.
I used to have long, luscious hair.
Like down to your ass.
I used to have long, luscious hair down to my ass.
Put the wig on.
He was pointing at it.
I'm just letting these people know on the live cast where we are.
People are making me do things.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Y'all going to have to see Johnny on the spot.
This time he doesn't kill anyone.
Oh my God, you look like Sierra.
Wait, hold on. Did you say like Sierra?
Not the singer.
Hold on. Let's turn this around.
He does look cool in that wig, man.
You do like Sierra the singer with a beard.
Can I give him a hug while he's wearing that?
See, the funniest part is I used to have hair somewhat like this, only it was all from the top of my head. Because I used to shave all my sides off and have the top part. And when I wore it down, it would be like really long down to my ass and shit. I got real messed up at a party once and had somebody shave my head.
See,
I woke up the next morning kind of pissed.
Are you serious?
We know what really happened, Johnny. We know what really happened. You used to have the hair on top of your head and not as much on your chin. You just grabbed it and yanked and it just pulled it straight through.
Yeah. That was it.
I miss Luke's long hair.
Me too.
I had it in high school. I had my hair down to my shoulders, but I had one of those. I was the little private school grunge, and we did the whole shave all the way up to a mohawk, but then let it fall all the way down, you know what I'm saying? So it looked like you had long hair, but it didn't stick out everywhere. And then I got into the phase where I bleached the top so it was brown underneath and bleached blonde and pulled it into the mohawk. Thing is, my hair curls under if I grow it long. When it reaches the shoulder, I start getting this curl hoop and it starts going back the other direction. It just looks silly as hell.
So you get that Farrah Fawcett look.
Long hair was not me. It's all good.
Once it gets down to your shoulders, it should be long and pull back into a ponytail.
I did. That's what I just said. You missed that part. I bleached it blonde and pulled it back.
Well, that's where you're fucked up. You bleached it blonde.
No, when it was brown, it would curl. When I was born, or when I got hair as a toddler. My hair was bleach blonde and a big old fro of curls. Before, I wanted to say before kindergarten, but don't quote me on the age. That's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
My mom caught me cutting my curls off, and she was sad, and they never curled back up ever again.
Yeah, I was upset when my son got his first haircut, but he gave me a good reason, so I let him.
Well,
He
yeah.
was 3.5.
Seeing that, you got to
His
give
hair,
him.
like, was amazing. It was almost down to his butt,
Right.
and it was so pretty. And I just wish he never would have cut it. I still have some of it put up.
It's like Thor.
Oh,
Dude, he had a
man.
little toy hammer I gave him too all the time.
Oh, that's great. He could have been a little Thor.
People thought I was a boy when I was younger.
I hate that.
My mom cut my hair with a bowl.
People upset me because
Wow.
he's dressed like a boy, but they would call and say, "Oh, she's so pretty." I was like, he.
See, I remember.
But I'm like, he's dressed like a boy. How could you mistake it?
I remember my first bowl cut. I remember when that was in style. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, actually, my mom always took me for the haircuts. My uncle took me this time. It's like, we're going to get you this new style because it was the trend and it was just.
Chili bowl.
Cut my hair.
It's not a girl's haircut. Oh my goodness. Well, I apologize. It could be someone. It could fit anyone. But my upbringing of what and.
It was my school picture.
Oh, I hate that for you. That's stuck forever.
I have like 3 years. My entire early schooling, I had a bowl haircut. So everybody thought I was a boy, and I got teased so badly. I hated my life.
My daughter got her hair cut short.
My dad let me grow my hair out and pierced my ears for me, so I was pretty cool.
My daughter got her hair cut short, and I was so worried it was going to be something like that. She got one of them little pixie cuts. So
hey, your daughter's hair looks cute like that, too.
Yeah, I think it really works for her.
Yeah,
I think it really
works
does.
with her features and shit.
Definitely.
I want to do a pixie cut so bad, but I'm terrified of cutting my hair that short again.
Right, because it's real easy. It's real easy to mess up the design on that pixie cut, and I noticed that with my daughters. I wouldn't know that otherwise.
Slightly off with it, and it looks like shit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's the problem.
Definitely.
It's one of those haircuts that you really need to see a professional.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Don't try. Do not attempt that at home. Do not attempt a pixie cut on your own.
You know, like Pink's hair, misunderstood days, like when she first started out.
Yeah.
I wanted something like that. And I actually asked my mom to cut it after it had grown back. I was like 12. I was like, Mom, will you cut my hair like Pink? And
you out there?
She cut it. I looked in the mirror. You ruined my hair! And I ran and I started screaming and crying. I'm like, oh my god. But I've had worse haircut. I let my friend cut my bangs.
Oh my god.
Right?
Girl, oh my god.
Straight at an angle.
She said, please don't make me go home. Please don't make me go home. I said, you're lucky I don't stick the fucking scissors in your neck. I was pissed.
Oh, that's great. You're lucky I don't stick the scissors in your neck.
Bro.
She's vicious. Watch how she bites.
I asked Nick to cut my bangs, and she's like, no, you'll hurt me if I fuck them up.
Right. Man. So anybody who's recently joined on the Be Live platform, we are shooting an episode of one of our shows, OmEn Online. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, VibraVid. I'm starting to upload. I've got promos on VibraVid, but I love anything on the blockchain platform, anything on Tron Network. So thank you guys. We also have several other shows that are going to be coming out. We've actually brought Luke and Maddie on with us because we're going to be releasing another show. I don't want to go into it too much. We've already put the promo out for Seconds Left. It's going to be a little short horror story show. Johnny on the Spot will be coming soon. We'll be getting into a lot of music events and different events and give you a lot of coverage. Strange Machine Productions. That's us.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to meet you guys, and I hope you follow everything we do.
Yeah. We're working hard.
Working hard and making it happen.
All at the same time.
And we're getting an excellent team together.
Exactly. We're getting a team that actually wants to do something so that we can get some shit done, so we can show people our ideas, our creativeness.
That's awesome. And every one of us is an artist in one form or another. Luke, almost all of us are haunted house
Luke's
actors. We've covered that I don't know how many times. Luke
totally do stunts.
That's what I'm saying. He can
man, Luke's our local wrestler. Johnny's been in a band. Maddie's man, she's our monster hunter now. She's hit that spot. You're hit.
I would love to.
You know what? We're gonna do a version of a show with Maddie, and she's gonna be called the Ghost Hunter, and she's gonna be like Pokemon Ghost Hunter.
Ghost hunters are taken.
I'm joking.
Hey, that brings up a good video. Have you all seen that spoof with Pokemon?
Yeah, I love that one. It was fucking.
Have you all seen it? It was great. Where you got that one chick that does the viral videos on Facebook, and she was stuck in one ball, and her baby daddy was stuck in another ball.
Speaking of Pokemon videos, the Try Guys, I think that's who did it. They have a video, and it's Pokemon pickup lines, and it's a song.
Right.
It's fucking hilarious.
Pokemon pickup lines. Hey, look that up.
I like to play with my son.
Pokemon pickup lines.
You know the floor is lava?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's a video out there where they make it seem like the floor is lava is real, and they actually have like CGI where the lava comes up.
No, I love
it's
that.
fucking amazing.
I want to see Luke as a serial killer. I see so much potential in that guy.
No, these are like.
Oh, Luke makes a great serial killer.
No, I see so much potential because I know you gotta know it. I'm an actor myself. I can see so much potential in this guy right now.
But they make it seem like lava's actually coming up like that.
I just had to say, I see so much potential in him.
Rises, so they have to keep going up.
Her too, yeah. Emotions and all that. I see him as a serial killer.
It's funny as shit, though.
He is actually going to be playing a serial killer in one of the movies that we're about to do.
That's it.
Well, see, the thing is, with the seconds left, guys, I really would have taken it in a direction where it's not just all serial killers.
Relax.
All right.
Tons of ideas.
All right. Here, since you brought it up, you get to read Pokemon pickup lines. Pokemon.
How many of these are we doing?
I don't know. Let's just get a couple in.
Okay. Look for some juicy ones. We'll bullshit until you.
This is cheesy, but
okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If you were a Pokemon, I'd choose you.
Oh, that's like one of those. Dude, I could so see that being one of those grade school Valentine's Day greetings.
I know.
That's awesome.
I know you're not a Pokestop, but I'd still spin you around and tap that.
Wow.
I like to Pikachu when you're naked. You're such a good catch. I think I'll use my only master ball on you.
Oh wow, that sounds kinky.
That's kinky, but he's only got one.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a ball gag or a butt plug?
I wish you were the ground and I was a Diglett so that I could be inside you.
Ooh.
Wow.
Do you want to battle? Because my balls are ready.
Man, these are actually.
Hey girl, let me see them Jigglypuffs. Can I finger bang you with my Bulbasaur?
Oh my gosh. That was it.
That wasn't really funny.
That's cool.
My love burns for you like a Charizard tail.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them aren't that good.
Right.
I don't know. Some of them were pretty freaking funny.
Some of those were really funny.
Oh wow. Okay. So, wrestling.
Oh, wait, one more.
Oh, wait.
Hey, girl, are you into Pokemon? Because I'd like to Squirtle on them Jigglypuffs.
Oh, yeah, there you go. We'll end it on that one.
That was a great one to end it on.
And it was great that we had a girl saying it instead of a guy.
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Made it sound better.
Made it sound less weird.
No sexism.
Right.
Jigglypuffs. Johnny's Jigglypuffs.
Johnny, show us your Jigglypuffs. I see you're sporting the Malice Manor hoodie.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be doing their Christmas event coming up.
That's awesome.
I'll probably be helping them with all their events throughout the year.
And when did you say their Christmas event was? The 6th and 7th?
December 6th and 7th, and the Haunted Hotels is, I believe, the 13th and 14th.
Awesome.
I think those are switched. I think Hotels is the 6th and 7th.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I believe it's either 12th and 13th or 13th and 14th. So that means Friday the 13th. Oh, shit.
Is it Friday the 13th?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's great.
Oh, are you going through it?
So, Friday the 13th, here we come. Yes, that's going to be the great time. That's going to be a great time to go through a haunted house.
I hope so, but I don't know if I'll be able to go. I'll have my son that weekend more than likely. Because Thanksgiving, I won't get him. I'd rather him with his family.
Now that my daughter's wanting to get into haunted houses, as long as she makes it through the first one just fine, I'm gonna start taking her to these special events because she's my dark child. My son's the Fortnite gamer and all that. She's my cosplayer and my haunted house, and
she does some pretty good cosplays too.
She does some really good cosplays.
I just wish she felt like she got better recognition for them.
No, she's getting much better.
Really? I haven't seen much of her new stuff. I don't know.
She's got a new one out that she's going to be doing at GalaxyCon. It reminds me of Diva from that Overwatch game, but it's a different character. It's a similar suit, but she's got silver long hair, and I can't think of the character's name. I'm going to have to. It's not from Overwatch, but it reminds me of that character. So I'm definitely going to check it out. And here soon I'm going to be start promoting her cosplay page, but I got to talk to her because she is a minor first. So I got to make sure she's properly protected and understands internet and social media and all that. Oh. Man, this episode has really flown by.
Really?
Right.
Why?
I mean, we've got about 2.5 minutes left.
What? Word?
Word up!
Word up, my Doug.
What are we gonna do? I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did I offend you?
Let's sing a song together.
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends.
Oh, we just got the beatbox version.
Should I do that again?
Do it.
When I beatbox, I'm not really that good.
I've never seen you beatbox.
I can't do it.
I did it on that one episode.
Oh, okay.
Or was it that one of the backstage access things?
It could have been. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
That is another thing. That's another thing we're going to be releasing is Backstage Access is going to come out as special access on ViberVid first because that's the available platform.
Yeah.
What do they want with me today?
It's going to be our uncensored material.
Is that red or orange?
That's red. I did that. You're a sunflower.
Man.
This is like the third.
Yeah, backstage access. That'll be some cool ass shit.
Yeah, definitely. You get to see us where we're clowning. Actually, all these people on B Live right now are getting to see us clowning, unedited. This episode has actually went smooth, so I don't think I'm going to have a lot of editing to do. So
I know, that's good.
I love it when that happens. Less work for me, the better.
Fly away! I just want to touch you.
What'd you do?
I'm not stepping on it. I'm trying to scare it off the
She's trying to scare a ladybug away.
Yes.
I don't want to pick
See,
it up.
it's been like 30 degrees around here lately, and all of a sudden today, every one of us has had a ladybug show up. Well, no, actually, just me and Maddie. Me and Maddie have had ladybugs show up.
Now.
Like the second one today.
Awesome.
I was walking to Luke's and I had one on my backpack when I got into Luke's.
And I had that one show up on my computer earlier.
Please.
But anyway, we've come to our time, and I think we're going to call it for a day. This has been a really great episode.
Yeah,
really great.
This one was random and just normal for us.
And that's awesome, and that's the way we do it. We like to talk to people to get to know things about everybody of different lifestyles, of different opinions, of everything, and just have fun. So it's been really great having you guys with us here today. Everybody on Be Live, been awesome having you here with us. I'm glad you had the time to join us. And everybody, don't forget, find us on Facebook, OmEn Online, give us a like. YouTube. Find us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get the little ding ding every time we put something out. We do this about every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. Sometimes we have life events that get in the way, but
we try to stick to a schedule.
Fairly consistently, every other Wednesday we put out a new episode. And of course, our new shows will be coming out in the very near future. Strange Machine will host all of them, and we'll be able to share them out. So it's been really great, really great. It's been a really great show, really great show.
Really good show.
But it's been great having you guys with us today, and I hope you had fun. Adam, signing off.
He's signing out.
Red Ranger. Oh, wait, wrong show. Y'all have a good day now.